Hey there, guys! Davi 90 RTCB here.
There, I made the intro. Am I a pro now?
Long time no see, my friends. I know it, but thank God this 2025 is coming to an end. This year has been a complete roller coaster for me. I've tried to get some stability, get some balance, but between buying furniture for the new house, getting the new home studio ready, family matters, my job, well, I've gotten pretty close to get a mental breakdown. But I want to let you know that as I'm filming this very video, I'm also working on 2 new covers. All has been recorded, all has been edited, only the mixing and the videos are still to do. There's a pretty good chance I'll be able to upload them both within 2 weeks, but considering how the year has been going so far, I can't let my guard down. Generic things aside, let me introduce you to this Maverick X1. I'm sure that many of you haven't even heard of this brand before. Unless you are in your 30s, like me. Man, this was almost 20 years ago. I remember there was this band rehearsing and, well, I was kinda impressed by the shape of this guitar, which I'd never seen before. During the break, I asked the guitarist the brand of the guitar he was playing, and he kinda replied that it was a Maverick. A guitar that fits perfectly into this format because we are talking about a guitar you won't find around anymore. I admit I couldn't find much about the history of this brand other than, well, that it was based in the UK and built guitars in Korea. I'll let you know that I've had this guitar tuned to drop B. To achieve this tuning, I had to buy some mammoth slinky from Ernie Ball, but this wasn't an operation I could pull off on my own, so I had my trusted luthier do the job. But now, guys, pay attention because I want to share with you a video he sent me via WhatsApp. Well, because I think it is worth sharing just in case you find yourselves in the same situation. As you could see, the frets were a bit bouncy. And if you're wondering why I bought a guitar which was in such a terrible shape, well, they told me it wasn't. Guys, a good 80% of the guitars you can see in this channel has all been purchased online. But this time I'm not talking about Thomann or similar. I'm talking about an online shop which is connected to a real shop, and this shop is located in Padova, Italy. After writing a super mean and harsh review to the shop because they badly deserved it, at the end I decided to keep the guitar, mainly for 2 reasons. The first reason is that I developed a certain soft spot for historical artifacts. Second reason, well, it's been quite a while since the last video. By the way, the moment you have been all waiting for has finally arrived, because now it is time to see if this old timer can work in the digital era. Let's get to action! Regarding the mix, there are two very important things to say. First, the tracks have been mixed. So there's EQ, compression, reverb, delay, and on top, the mastering. Second, as I'm certain some of you have probably noticed, there is no bass. I'm sorry guys, but at the moment I only have a 4-string bass and it is in E standard tuning. Speaking now of the guitar mixing phase, well, I gotta tell you, this time was harder than usual. I don't want to use this as an excuse, but never dealing with such low tunings certainly influenced the process. But in short, to get to the result you heard, which I hope it was decent, well, I had to overthink a lot. But I want to tell you more about it, guys, because I also tried some quad tracking. But at the end, I decided to use one guitar on the left and one guitar on the right. The reason I've kept only the main ones is that, despite the different solutions, mix them differently, use the different amps, and used the same exact settings I'd used for the main ones. Really, in every way, it was like there was just too much happening at the same time. They were adding something to the production, but it wasn't 100% positive. Here I could go back to the fact that I'm not familiar with certain tunings, but in the end, well, I used what I thought was the best solution. Now, all things considered, if you were to ask me if this guitar is something special, big time no, guys. No, it's not. If you really want me to find a unique feature about this guitar, well, I can think of these rollers here, which stand for volume and tone, respectively. And if I have to think about something really uncomfortable about this guitar, and with uncomfortable, I mean uncomfortable, is the shape. Yes, because if you want to record something sitting down with it, you need to spread your legs pretty good, and also, well, a footrest can help you find the balance. Getting to the end, talking trash about a guitar you won't find around anymore, I don't think it would meet any useful point because, well, guys, it's just like with the Washburn you see behind me. Another piece of history to add to my personal collection. But I assure you guys that you will see this guitar in the future because I want to improve my mixing skills with lower tunings.
Ci vorrà una vita per editare sto video.
And that's all, guys. I hope you have enjoyed today's video and stick around because I'm sure that the next covers will make you headbang for good. I don't want to give you any more spoilers, but mark my words, guys. Be there. And if you want to support me, the things you can do are always the same. And probably will always be. But remember, until the next time, try it until it's tight.